This should be a pretty quick video on distributive property. Distributive property is the sum of two addends multiplied by a number is the sum of the product of each addend and the number. What does that mean in plain English? Well, basically what you're going to do is take a number outside that you're going to multiply against a number in two numbers inside. So it's usually going to be a variable and a number. You could have addition or subtraction within the parentheses. But those are basically the two functions you're going to be dealing with within the parentheses. So let's take a look at our first example. What we're going to do is multiply 5 times x, and then we'll multiply 5 times 3. So here's the setup. I've color-coded the two terms there so you can keep track of them. And we'll go ahead and multiply 5 times x and 5 times 3. And our new expression will be 5x plus 15. As you can see with our Algebra Lab gear, we started with x plus 3, and then all we did was multiply each of those by 5. So now we have 5x plus 15 represented. Let's look at a second example, 2y times 7, or the sum of 2y times 7. Very rarely are you going to ever see the number that you need to multiply by on the back side of the parentheses. It's almost always on the front side, but it's a possibility, just a slim one. So going through the same steps, we'll go ahead and color code those. So we're going to do 2 times 7 plus y times 7. And when you do that, you get 14 plus 7y. Now some of you have heard about the FOIL method. The FOIL method is just basically taking the distributive property to the next level. And this is something you'll see in Algebra 1. So if you don't care about seeing what it looks like at this point, you can just go ahead and stop the video. But if you are interested in seeing what the FOIL method looks like, I'll go through an example. So FOIL is just an acronym for first, outside, inside, last. So here's where you would see a FOIL method. Here we're going to find the product of the sum of x plus 2 times the product, or the sum of x plus 3. And we're going to use our Algebra Lab gear to solve for this. So let's go ahead and set up our board. On the left hand side you have x plus 2, and on the top you have x plus 3. The first step is the first of each of those terms. So x times x will be x squared. Next we're going to do the outside, so it's going to be x times 3, which will give us 3x. Next step will be inside. 2 times x will give us 2x. And the final one will be the last 2 times 3, which of course will give us 6. And our final answer will be x squared plus 5x plus 6.